What's going on, family? It's myself, Jen, and we're here with Dazzle Spotlight. Gang, 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 gang.
This segment is brought to you by 123 Digital Limited, your online and offline strategist.
Yes, I. So Jen is a rapper and songwriter from, born and raised in St Lucia. I went to London when I was about 10, so I grew up in East London and obviously fell in love with, the whole grime community being from East London. The influence, obviously, being born and raised in the Caribbean, I guess it's portrayed through my music, just in my style, the way I rap and stuff. But overall, yeah, so rapper, songwriter, I write for myself, for singers as well. And yeah, my flow is very East London. I grew up on, Kano, on Gets, on, like a lot of East London rappers. So my flow is very, people like to say complicated, very, tricky, and, a lot of wordplay and lyricism and stuff. So I consider it to be a very, technical flow. And once again, that's when you grew up in East London, where grime is from, you tend to, you catch on, that sort of vibe. And because once again, I have this sort of Caribbean influence, I try to, swing that in with the flow as well. So it's a very, technical flow. I was introduced to grime when I was going to school in London. So I went to, once again, a school in East London, in Chadwell Heath, big up yourself. And it just started in the playground, really. I didn't know what grime really was, me being a fresh boy from the Caribbean. All I know was just reggae and hip-hop and soca and all them things. And I just heard, just guys in the playground rapping and battling and spitting bars and shit. And I know it was, just very interesting for me because I've never really heard that before. So it was, I was just very interested in that. Like, how are these guys rapping so fast at 140 BPM and this and that? So I just thought, let me just try something one day. And then I just tried, doing a little something. And because I still had my like fresh St. Lucian accent with that as well, everyone was like, oh, who's this guy? They like, the difference and stuff. So that's pretty much how I got introduced to grime music, just in the playground, in school, and after school, going to youth club and stuff, and just being around, other artists in the areas, just, learning from them. So that's how I, started off in grime. What brings me to St. Lucia is just being back home. I just miss being home. Home will always be home. I knew obviously I spend most of my life in London now, but this will always be home, born and raised here. I have this, installed in me, the culture and the vibes and everything. So I originally came down end of 2019 in November just to spend 1 month to see my family. And then obviously I was introduced to KO and, Rashad and the whole OV gang and so on. And, I didn't really come down with the intention to do any music. I just came down just to see my family. But then from there, me and KO went in the studio. We just recorded a song in, 5-10 minutes, just catch a vibe. And he's like, it just sounded really good. So from there, it was just studio every week. My 1 month trip turned into 10 months just because, we started doing, shows here. I went into business with KO doing Solstice. We started doing, Ultra Lounge every week and, just constant recordings and just putting stuff out, doing videos and stuff. Something I've always wanted to, do music here in St. Lucia because I'm from here and I've never done music here. So for me, it was one of my things I wanted to achieve in life on my bucket list to actually do something here. So at the start of the year, we did the Birds album, which is a compilation album with myself, KO, Shemi J, Sidale, Alpha Alwyn, Michael Robinson, Big C, Toriel, the list goes on. I always wanted to executive produce a project in my, my home island. So that, I think, ignited the spark again to fall in love with music. So that's the reason I've been here for so long, just executive producing projects and working on myself. So, yeah. So the song we're gonna break down is Hey. It's taken from my last EP, Bipolar Opposite, which is my first official solo project. And the song is, about a situation with a female that I had. And I was in the studio one day talking to my engineer about it. And we kind of just freestyled it, recorded the song all in a day, and it became one of my most popular songs. So verse 1. Stepping out the yard with bloodclat sauce. How you telling me get off my horse? Every day a gal want link up, I tell her that it's not by. No, it's not by force. Look, I'm fuming because I ruined a nice woman. Spent time queuing in line knowing that I shouldn't. What can I say? I'm just a Mando. I'll probably take your nan out to Nando's. I'm so ruthless with it. I move with digits. Give your gal some juice and spirit. She's loose but frigid. Now it don't make sense. Said because of me that she don't rate men. Calling me a pagan. So with no Johnny, she said bravo. Now I got every right to be paro. Because I'm lethal with my biz. I bring my famo. Because anywhere I go, I let the gang go. Hey. Yes, I. So that's a verse there. That's verse 1. And that's really about just sort of setting the scene about a girl who had an interest in me. We've known each other for like 5-6 years, but I've always been in relationships. So we kind of just kept it as that. And then, we started, hanging out more and stuff. And then she told me, I've always liked you and stuff like this. So, we started hanging out a lot more. So that's why it says every day your gal want link up. I tell her that it's not by force. Like, it's not every day we have to do this. So yeah, just really like painting a picture as to who it is I'm talking about, the relationship or friendship I have with this girl. And, when I said like I'm fuming because I ruined a nice woman, spend time queuing in line knowing that I shouldn't. I'm fuming because I ruined a nice woman for me is like, I'm angry at myself because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to, take it to the next level with her. But unfortunately, things happen and, here we are. What can I say? I'm just a Mando. I'll probably take your nan out to Nando's. Everybody from the UK know about Nando's, one of the best restaurants. You don't know. And as soon as I reach back to London, that's where I'm going to be. It's a famous restaurant that everybody, the youth and go to. It's cheap, but it's also very nice. Oh, I'm so ruthless with it. I move with digits. Give your girl some juice and spirit. She's loose but frigid. Basically what that means is, she's saying she don't want to do anything, but we still doing stuff. So, it's just, the whole song is just a contradiction of trying to just be friends with someone, but at the same time, it being, taken that step further. No, it don't make sense. Said because of me that she don't rate men, calling me a pagan, because of what happened, I'm the one getting blamed, obviously. And, it got taken, to that, place once again. So the next line is, with no Johnny, she said bravo, now I got every right to be paro. So Johnny obviously meaning a condom, not having a condom. This is very R-rated, this song. Now that I'm breaking it down, I realize that. Now I got every right to be paranoid, lethal with my biz, I bring my famo. Lethal Bizzle is an artist from the UK, and he has a song, Anywhere I Go, I Let the Gang Go. So I said I'm lethal with my biz, my business, I bring my famo, KO Dwight, my family, because anywhere I go, I let the gang go. And that's verse 1. So the chorus now is, it's actually interesting how this chorus came about. So it's my producer who's actually singing on the song who says, the chorus goes, I'm on it, she's on it, you see me. She told me she wanted to see me. We link up, we fly out the city. I cannot sing, by the way. Anywhere I go, she with me. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time, yeah. One night, one time. It's going down tonight, yeah. One time, had your girl like, hey. Had your galley praying from long time. Had your girl like, hey. Well, more time. She hits my line like, hey. Had your galley praying from long time. Had your girl like, hey. Yeah, so the chorus came about when, like I said, it was a conversation I was having with my engineer about this this girl and the situation, and I'm telling him, how she apparently she's like me from back in the day and blah blah blah. It's been years, blah blah blah. So I was giving him the story, and whilst I was freestyling the verse and stuff, I started freestyling the chorus saying, hey, had your galley praying from long time, had your girl like, hey. Just giving him the story about how she always messaged me just saying, hey. And then once that hey message comes through, you already know what's going to happen. And then we link up and stuff like that. So I was telling him, obviously me not being a singer, I just do songwriting for singers and stuff. I said, can you just go lay that down for me, and then I'll get, one of my singers to actually come and, do the hook properly like another day separately. And then my engineer, who's never recorded in his life, by the way, big up Tank, Heavy Trackers, he just went, he did it, put a bit of auto-tune on it, and it sounded like a vibe. So we just decided we'll just keep it from there. I didn't need to replace him with another singer because That's the power of autotune. So the whole concept of the chorus is just about, just a girl hitting you up saying, hey, and then, from their conversation run, and then, you link up and stuff. So that's basically the summary of the song in the hook. Verse 2. Your gal got swiped by your rapper, that's such a cliche. Now I don't wanna be that guy, but I put your gal in Louis, not CK. I ain't gotta buy no wine to wine and dine, cause your girl's such a cheap date. Chili cheesesteak and a cheesecake for flip's sake, why she make it so easy? Must be the money we make, yeah. She been waiting for years to get this up in her. Had to keep it as friends until we dip for dinner. Treat my body like spring up in the mid of summer. Bouncing up and down like she trying to whip a bimmer. Yeah, colorful life, look at his bare colors. Got the same hair as me, so we share hair products. Enough can too, bring you and your gang true, and we can link up and go Cancun. Hey, yeah, so that second verse is a bit more detailed. The first was, like I said, summarizing, and now the second verse is more in detail as to, what goes on. So your girl got swiped by your rapper, that's such a cliche, because you already know how rappers have a reputation of stealing man, woman, and thing. And the next line is, I don't want to be that guy, but I put your gal in Louis, not CK. That's my favorite lyric in the entire song, because it goes over a lot of people's head, and me as a lyricist, I love that so much. So when I say I put your girl in Louis, not CK, it means that I'll buy like a Louis Vuitton thing for her, not Calvin Klein. That's what the CK is. But it's also a double entendre on Louis CK, the comedian. So when I say Louis, not CK, it's Louis CK, the comedian, but it's Louis Vuitton and Calvin Klein. So that's the wordplay there. Such CK. I ain't gonna buy no wine to wine and dine, cause your girl's such a cheap date. Chili cheesesteak and a cheesecake for flip's sake, why she make it so easy? Must be the money we make. It's basically saying that, I don't have to go on expensive dinners and stuff, because she's a really cool girl. We can just go to a Nando's, get like a little cheesecake, get like a little, sandwich and stuff, and, that does the job. Must be the money we make. She been waiting for years to get this up in her. Had to keep it as friends until we dip for dinner. Treat my body like spring up in the mid of summer, bouncing up and down like she trying to whip a bimmer. So that goes back, ties into the whole hook again. She been waiting for years because, like I said, it was a friendship that was for about 5 or 6 years, and it's only now, got to that place. Treat my body like spring up in the mid of summer is once again a play on words on spring, bouncing, summer, by talking about the 2 seasons, bouncing up and down like she trying to whip a bimmer. And the last lines, which is colorful life, look at his bare colors, got the same hair as me, so we share hair products. That's one of my favorite lines again, because I always used to go to her house and be like, I didn't put any products in my hair, I just came out the shower, like my hair's all dry. But she has like curly hair like me, so she'll give me some like Cantu and thing, and freshen up, and then we kick out the house. So colorful life, look at his bare colors, got the same hair as me, so we share hair products. So for me, it's a very like mysterious thing, but the people and my friends who know me will be like, oh, I know who he's talking about because of the reference of the hair and stuff. Enough can too, bring you and your gang true, and we can link up and go Cancun. So, I like a vibe, bring your friends, we can go to Cancun in Mexico, we'll go on a holiday and stuff. And that's pretty much the summary of the song, of the story of, this girl just done in studio in like 10, 20 minutes, just like that. And it's always these songs that you make in the fastest amount of time that always hits people more. So I have to do more spontaneous songs like that for sure. Yeah, so you don't know, it's myself General. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is genmusic_. Subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Gen Official Music. And make sure you subscribe to Dazzle Magazine on YouTube. You don't know.